the light from the heart, where true beauty truly radiates. Hello, young lady. Have you ever wondered why some people you meet, even if they don't possess the perfect features seen on models and magazines, still exude an unusual charm, a strange allure that makes you want to keep looking? It's not about makeup or designer clothes, my dear. It's a kind of light from within, a genuine beauty radiating from the soul. Today, I want to talk with you about something I believe, if you understand it, will make your life much lighter and more meaningful. A person with a kind heart will naturally have a graceful appearance. 1. The profound meaning of goodness and appearance. Can't you see? When our intentions are pure, when compassion guides our every action, when our words are steeped in kindness, doesn't a profound sense of peace begin to imprint itself on our very being? This inner peace isn't some vague, elusive spiritual concept, my dear. It's a direct, tangible result of precepts and causality operating in our lives. Just think, every thought you conceive, every emotion you nurture, every deed you perform, no matter how small, is like a pebble thrown into a pond. It creates ripples that spread endlessly within your inner world, and then, inevitably, it will extend outward, clearly manifesting on your face and in your demeanor. For example, imagine a young woman who is always cheerful, always willing to help her friends, always speaking words of encouragement and praise to others. Don't you see? Even if she doesn't have big eyes or a high nose, her face is always radiant, her eyes sparkling with goodwill, and her smile is always bright and warm. That's the beauty radiating from a heart full of generosity, free from envy and brimming with loving kindness. She doesn't need to try to act out that beauty. It's the natural expression of her inner state, a reflection of the wholesome karma she is creating. Conversely, you've probably also seen people who, though blessed with standard beautiful features, constantly harbor resentment, are consumed by anger, or are driven by greed. Don't you feel that their essence is cold, perhaps even unpleasant? The inner turmoil and restlessness within them will inevitably manifest as tension in their face, a certain hardness in their eyes, something unpleasant that no amount of cosmetics or jewelry can hide. This is the simple yet profound dance of life and karma. What you cultivate within, you will harvest outwardly. I remember the Dhammapada teaching. Mind is a forerunner of all states. Mind is chief. Mind-made are they, if one speaks or acts with pure mind. Happiness follows one like a shadow that never leaves. This teaching isn't just beautiful poetry, my dear. It's a deep observation of how our inner landscape shapes our outer reality. 2. The journey of soul purification for eternal beauty. Now, let's look at the concept of samsara and spiritual growth not as a distant mystical journey or something reserved only for highly enlightened practitioners. Instead, it is a continuous process of self-refinement, right here, right now, in every moment of your life. Every moment you give genuine kindness to someone, every act of selfless service, every instance where you choose understanding instead of judgment. All these things contribute to purification of your mind. To illustrate this point, have you seen people who dedicate their lives to charity? They spend their entire lives helping others, perhaps orphans, lonely elderly people, or poor patients. When you look at their faces, don't you see a kind of profound peace, a timeless beauty radiating from them? Even if they are old, their eyes still shine brightly. Their smiles are still gentle and warm. That's because when they shed the defilements of attachment, aversion, and ignorance, a lightness and serenity enter their spirit. This lightness, this clarity, cannot help but radiate outward. It is the inner glow of a mind unburdened by selfish worries, a heart unfettered by petty desires. That beauty is not something they acquire from the outside. It is something they unveil as they gradually shed the layers of unwholesome states within their souls. It is the innate radiance that shines forth when the darkness of negativity is dispelled. Through countless cycles of intentional action and mindfulness, they have refined their being, and that refinement translates into a tangible, deeply attractive presence, my dear. 3. The path to serenity and inner beauty. Now, let's look at the Four Noble Truths in suffering, not as a grim, heavy declaration, but as a direct path to this inner radiance. Suffering in its myriad forms, from small daily worries to great sorrows, often manifests outwardly as stress, anxiety, and physical discomfort, a mind constantly agitated by craving, by attachment of fleeting pleasures, or by aversion of things we dislike, can never truly be at peace. Don't you see? This inner restlessness will inevitably cast a shadow over your outward appearance. To help you visualize this, think about a young woman who constantly worries about her appearance, fearing she isn't as beautiful as others, always seeking external validation. She might spend a lot of money on clothes and cosmetics, but will she truly be happy and radiant from within? It's difficult, my dear, because the suffering of insecurity and comparison will always be present in her mind. But when you truly grasp the nature of suffering, when you understand its root causes, and when you begin to walk the path toward its cessation, something miraculous will happen. The burden in your heart will begin to lift. The tension in your shoulders will ease. The furrow in your brow will soften, and a genuine, natural smile will appear more frequently on your lips. Mindfulness practice and cultivation aren't just dry meditation exercises, my dear. They're the active sculptors of your inner and outer self. When you practice mindfulness, you become more deeply aware of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. You gain the ability to choose kindness instead of criticism, patience instead of irritation, and generosity instead of selfishness. You will learn to cultivate metta, loving kindness, not only for yourself, but also for all beings around you. This intentional cultivation of wholesome mental states directly impacts your energy, your demeanor, and ultimately your appearance. It's a process of internal alchemy. The Nikaya Suttas often speak of a mind that is pure and radiant, cleansed of defilements. This purity isn't just an internal experience. It resonates outward, creating a positive energy field that attracts good things to you. The beauty you seek isn't external. It's the natural consequence of living a life in harmony with compassion and wisdom. It is a profound peace that settles within you when you cease clinging to transient things and truly begin to live each moment to the fullest. So there you have it, my dear. Now you understand where true beauty comes from, don't you? I believe that when you cultivate a kind heart, when you practice mindfulness and live with compassion, you will naturally radiate a brilliant light, an ethereal beauty that nothing else can compare to. What kind of beauty will you choose to cultivate today? Namo Buddha. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information helpful, please hit the subscribe button and activate notifications to not miss out on more interesting videos about Buddhist wisdom. See you in the next video.